Jai Hind, Saraswati Sisukunj Vagwala Borsad, Standard 5th, Subject EVS. As you all know that we are continuing with the chapter number 7, Every Drop Counts. We already studied in previous 2 videos and this is the 3rd video. So let's start this 3rd video with a pre-task of 1st and 2nd video. So in 1st video, we studied that water is so much important, right? Water is precious. Without water, we cannot imagine life. Water is important for farmers and agriculture, right? So in 1st video, we learned about a story of a King Gadsi of Jaisalmer, Rajasthan, right? And then we understand that how that king made the lake's name Gadsi Sar. In that Gadsi Sar, Gadsi is the name of a king and Sar means lake. There are 9 interconnected lakes which helps that Jaisalmer to fulfill all water throughout the year, right? So that 9 interconnected lakes and its structure and that how it is made up, right? And how beautiful it is, and how there are big halls and verandas and steps are built around that river. There are beautiful ghats also, right? So we have studied and we seen many pictures of that Gadsi Sar lake, right? But after that we understand that now this Gadsi Sar lake is not in use. Why? Because between those 9 interconnected lakes there are many buildings and colonies. Now they are not more in use. In 2nd video we understand that how we can conserve, how we can save water from our house. We understand rainwater harvesting, in which we have to use that roof and we have to connect pipe from the roof to the underground water tank. So during rainy season, your roof will collect that water, it will go from that pipe into the underground tank. And in the scarcity of water during summer or when the water is scarce, during that time you can use that water which is in your underground tank. And this is how you can conserve water. We learn about the benefits of rainwater harvesting, right? That it increases the availability of water, right? It reduces soil erosion, right? There are many benefits that we have learned in previous video. Today we are going to learn about different structure which is made in olden times to store water. In old times there are traditions to give water to the travelers and thirsty people. There are many people who move with carvas from one village to other village, right? There is no any specific house for them. So to give water to those thirsty people, people made many structures like step wells and ponds, right? And how the design of that step wells and what is that step well? So let's start first topic of today, that is step wells, right? Now from the word step well, right, we are able to understand there is a well with steps. So in regular wells you can see that people has to draw water out with the help of a rope, and at the end of the rope there is a bucket, and from that bucket water will come up, right? You have to just pull that rope up and it will come to you, right? And then you can save that water. But here in the step well with the steps, so people actually can go down with using that steps and they can take water out and again they can come up. So that is why this is called step well. So let's understand the step well. Definition is, it is source of water in which instead of drawing the water up from the well, the people could go down the steps and reach the water. The people could go down. Here you can see picture, right, of step well. There are many steps, right? So people can use that step and they can go down. They can take that water in the bucket and they can reach up. It will be more easier than a simple well which has a rope, right? So this is your step well, and many people use this step well, right? Many thirsty people, many people which lives nearby that step well, many peoples are going long way to take water from the step wells, right? Okay, so let's move on the next topic. Water sources and people. Now, how these water sources are connected with the people? As I told you that in long ago, right, long ago peoples used to move with their carvas, right, from village to village, and they are moving far along with their animals and goods like camel, donkeys, and many animals they are keeping with them. So they used to move with the animals and the goods which they have, right? And in olden days, in those days, people think that it is good thing to give water to the thirsty people. So that's why they build beautiful step wells so peoples can use water from it. These water sources are directly connected with many festivals. And in some areas, when this kind of water sources get filled with rainwater, they used to celebrate these days. When the water source is filled with rainwater, they celebrate these days, right? And right now also many people use this sources of water like old step wells, even lakes and dharas and ponds to take water. In many villages this is common thing, right? In many places like Uttarakhand, there is a tradition to bow down and to worship to the source of water. They are thinking that water and water source are in a place of God, right? Here you can see a young lady is bowing down and worship to the source of water. In many cities, there is a tradition to worship to the tap which is kept in their homes, right? So this is how water is closely connected with our life. Can you imagine life without water? It is hardly impossible, right? There is no living thing which is on the earth can survive without water. Now our new topic, how water comes to your home. Do you know how water comes to your home? Many will say from taps. Yes, from taps. But how it comes in the steps? Yes, many of you are saying that from municipality tanks. But again my question, how it comes in municipality tanks? So do you know about these things? So today we are going to study about this, that how water reaches to your home. To understand this, we need to understand that our water source, main natural water source is rain. Now when it rains, after the rainy season, you will see that all water sources which is on the land are filled with the water like river, ponds, lakes, right? So these are water sources which get water from the rain. And you also know that we build dams on the rivers, right? And dams are connected with the network of canals. This word, you are familiar with the word canals, right? So that is connected with the dams. Now when dams get water, when it is up to certain height, the dams are released. Dams release the water which runs through the canals, and that canals runs towards many villages and farms, right? And it is so long structure of a canal. Okay. Now this municipality get water from the nearby water sources like river, you can say pond, or this kind of canals. They store water in some tanks. Then they purify it for the impurity which is remain inside the water, like undissolved substance, sometimes many polythene bags and many things which is undissolved, right? Small stones and many things come with the water, right? So to filter that undissolved substance, they filter the water, right? So it is removed. Now again they store in a different tank, and then they add chlorine to kill the bacteria, disease-causing bacteria, which if it is present in the water. Again they store that water in some tank which is at some height. In your village only, you have seen many tanks which is present. Here you can see picture, right, that many tanks are present on certain height, and from that water tanks, that water runs through pipes, and that pipes reaches to your home. And there are specific time duration during which you can get water from the municipality, right? I hope you understand that how water reaches to your home. So you understand, right, what we learned today? First we did pre-task. Secondly, we understand that how step wells are so much important for the thirsty peoples or travelers, right? In olden days there was a belief that it is good thing to give water to the thirsty people. And then the important topic of today, how water reaches to your home. I told you that rivers, ponds and lakes are filled with the rainwater, and we build dams on the river. So dams are filled with the rainwater which is in the river, right? And the dams are connected with the network of canals, and that canals are so long which runs from many villages and farms, right? Sometimes you have seen that kind of canals nearby your cities or nearby your village or farms. Municipality collect water from the nearby water source like pond or river or this kind of canals, and then municipality store that water in a tank. They filter it for to remove that impurities or undissolved substance. Then they take that water, they store that water in another water tank. They add chlorine into it to kill all the disease causing bacteria if it is there. Then again they store that water into tank which is a certain height. You have seen that kind of tanks, right? And from that tanks which is at height, there are pipes connected with that water tank, and it comes to your house, right? And this is how your water reaches to your home. So let's see exercise now. So let's move towards exercise. First number, write true and false. First question, nowadays water is supplied to houses from step wells. Is it true? Nowadays water is supplied from step wells? So no, as we discussed that it is supplied from municipality pipelines, right? So it will be false. Let's go on second number. Sea and oceans are the main source of water. Is it? Sea and ocean are main source of water? No, rain is the main source of water, but here it is written sea and oceans, so it will be false. Let's go with third number. There is no any customs related with water. Now this custom is a new word. Customs means our tradition, right? There I told you that a lady is worshipped to the source of water, right? That is a custom, right? Tradition, right? So is it there is no any customs related with water? No, we have studied many customs related with water, so it will be false. Let's go with fourth number. Dams are built on rivers to store water. Dams are built on rivers to store water. Yes, it is true. Okay, next one. Dams are connected with network of canals. Dams are connected with network of canals. So I explain you, when the dams are filled with water, it is allowed, that water is allowed to run through the canal, and there is a network of canal, so it is true. Okay, just take a look of all answers. Let's start question answers. Next question here. First one, what is step well? So as we discussed, the step wells are well-like structure in which there are steps. In that actually we can go down with using that step, and we can take out that water in the bucket instead of drawing the water like a regular well. Okay, so now let's see answer. So your answer is, it is a source of water in which instead of drawing water up from the well, right, the people could go down the steps and they can take out the water, they can reach the water. So this is your answer. It is a source of water in which instead of drawing water up from the well, the people could go down and they can reach to the water. See second number. Are customs and festivals related to water? Is it? Are customs and these festivals related to water? So yes, I explained you that there are festivals when the water source get filled. This kind of step wells or ponds are filled with the water during the rainy season. Peoples used to celebrate, right? So that is a festival. If we talk about customs, so we talk about Uttarakhand, in which when the when lady get married, that newly married lady, so that is a tradition. They worship towards the source of water, right? Like to the step well, or in cities there is a tradition to for the newly married lady to go down near the taps or worship of a tap. So that is your custom, right? So that is your answer. So let's see answer now. So second number answer is yes, there are many customs and festivals related to water. In Uttarakhand, the bride after getting married, she comes to the new village and she goes to the spring or pond. She goes down, right, to spring or pond. In cities, one can see that interesting form of this custom, that the new bride worship the tap. in her home. So this was your answer. Just take a look of first and second question. Third one is remain. We'll see it. Okay, so let's go with third number question and last number question, that is explain how water reaches to our home nowadays. So as I explained you that rain is a main source of water for the earth, right? That rain will fill up all natural resources like pond, river, lakes, right? That are resources of water. It will fill it up, and as we know that we build dams on the rivers, so that dam will fill up with the water, and there are network of canals which is connected with the river, which is connected with the dams, and that canal will get water. That canal will run along from villages and cities and from your farms. It reaches to your village also. So this municipality can get water from the water sources which is nearby it, right? Like this canals and rivers and ponds, right? And then they store that water. They will filter it to just remove that undissolved substance from the water. Again, they store water in some tank which is at high level, right? And from that there are network of pipes which are connected with the water tanks. It runs along and it reaches to your house, and we connect tap with that pipe, and when you will open it, you get water from it. So that is your explanation about how it reaches to your home. So let's write answer now. Your answer is rain gives us water. It fill up rivers, pond, lakes and other water sources, right? We build dams on rivers, and these dams are connected with network of canals. We build dams, and that dams are connected with network of canals. Canals run through many farms and villages. These canals run through many farms and villages. Municipality, if we are talking about a town, then municipality get water from nearby water source like some pond, lake, canal. Some pond, lake or canal. Municipality get water from that. After that, water is stored to remove dirt from it. Water is stored, so all dirt which is in there can be removed. Then water get filtered and chlorine is added. Then water is filtered and then chlorine is added to kill harmful bacteria. Why chlorine is added? To kill harmful bacteria. Again, it get filtered and stored in tanks which is at some high height. From that, tank water runs through network of pipe, and that pipe reaches to your home, and then this is how your water reaches to your home, right? Just take a look of answer. So I hope you understand today's topic. Today's main topic was how water reaches to your home, and today we also learn about customs and many festivals which is related with water. Today we understand that giving water to thirsty peoples or animals is really good thing, right? So I hope you understand. Please do your worksheet carefully. Thank you.